Have you ever wondered about the signs of deteriorating mental health? It's a question that we often overlook, isn't it? Yet, mental health is as crucial to our well-being as physical health. When we're mentally healthy, we can function well in every aspect of our lives. However, recognizing when our mental health is on a downward spiral can be rather difficult. It's not always as clear-cut as a fever or a broken bone. That's why today we're going to explore 10 signs that could indicate your mental health might be deteriorating. From emotional fluctuations and sleep problems to social isolation and thoughts of death or suicide, these signs can be subtle but play a significant role in how we navigate our day-to-day lives. So it's important not to disregard them. Stay tuned as we delve into these signs and help you understand them better. Because understanding is the first step towards healing and better mental health. The first sign of deteriorating mental health we're discussing is emotional fluctuations. These are not the usual ups and downs we all experience in our daily lives. We're talking about intense emotional highs and lows that seem to come out of nowhere, or emotions that don't match the situation at hand. You might find yourself laughing inappropriately, or crying at the drop of a hat. You might feel like you're on an emotional roller coaster, with sudden shifts from happiness to sadness, anger or anxiety. These emotional fluctuations can be exhausting and confusing, making it hard for you to carry on with your day-to-day activities. They can also make you feel isolated, as you struggle to explain your emotions to others. Remember, it's normal to have ups and downs, but constant emotional turmoil is something to pay attention to. The second sign we're looking at is sleep problems. Sleep is incredibly important for our overall health, but it's particularly crucial for our mental well-being. If you're having trouble falling asleep, or you're waking up frequently throughout the night, this could be a sign that your mental health is on the decline. On the other hand, you might be sleeping too much, finding it hard to get out of bed, or feeling tired all the time despite getting plenty of sleep. This too could indicate that your mental health is suffering. Both insomnia and hypersomnia can be linked to a variety of mental health issues, including depression, anxiety, and stress disorders. It's important to note that everyone has a bad night's sleep now and then, but if you're having chronic sleep issues, it might be time to talk to a professional. Next up, we have changes in appetite and weight. This can be a significant indicator of deteriorating mental health. It's not uncommon for those grappling with their mental well-being to experience sudden and drastic shifts in their appetite. Some of us might find ourselves overeating, seeking comfort in food, leading to noticeable weight gain. On the other hand, some might experience a loss of appetite, finding it difficult to eat, resulting in weight loss. These changes can occur for a variety of reasons. Stress, anxiety, and depression can all interfere with our eating habits. It's important to note that these changes could also be a result of other factors like medication side effects or physical health issues. However, when these shifts in appetite and weight are accompanied by other signs of mental health struggles, it's a clear signal that something might be off. Keep an eye on any drastic changes in your eating habits or weight. The fourth sign we're discussing is difficulty concentrating. Now, we all have those moments when our minds drift or we lose track of what we were doing. However, when it becomes increasingly hard to focus on tasks, either big or small, it might be more than just a simple brain blip. Struggling to maintain concentration could suggest that your mental health is taking a hit. This could manifest as being easily distracted, forgetting things more often, or finding it tough to make decisions. You might notice it at work, while reading a book, or even when having a conversation. Remember, everyone has off days where they can't seem to keep their thoughts in check. But if you're consistently finding it hard to focus, it's worth paying attention to. This could be your mind's way of signaling that something's off. Remember, everyone has off days, but persistent concentration issues are worth investigating. Our fifth sign of deteriorating mental health is a lack of motivation. Now, we all have those days where we just can't seem to get started, where even the smallest tasks feel like an uphill battle. But when this feeling persists, when you find yourself consistently lacking the drive to do things you once enjoyed or needing to push yourself to complete even basic tasks, it could be a sign of something more serious. Lack of motivation is often linked to mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, and chronic stress. It's like a fog that seeps into every corner of your life, making everything feel dull and uninteresting. It's not just about being lazy or lacking willpower, it's a legitimate and often overlooked sign of mental health struggles. So if you're feeling consistently unmotivated, it might be more than just laziness. The sixth sign we're looking at is social isolation. Humans are inherently social creatures. We crave connection, companionship, and a sense of belonging. So when we start withdrawing from social situations, it can often be a red flag indicating that our mental health might be declining. This is not about the occasional need for solitude or the times when you just don't feel like going out. It's about a consistent pattern of avoiding social interactions. It could be skipping gatherings, ignoring calls and messages, or even distancing yourself from loved ones. This withdrawal can often stem from feelings of worthlessness or a fear of being a burden to others. It can also be a way to cope with overwhelming emotions. If you're avoiding social situations more often than not, it's worth asking why. Next, we have feelings of hopelessness. It's quite normal to feel down or despondent from time to time. Life can be tough after all. However, if you find yourself constantly dwelling in despair, feeling as if the future holds nothing good for you, or believing that things will never get better, it might be a sign of deteriorating mental health. This could manifest as a persisting sense of pessimism, a lack of enthusiasm for the future, or a feeling that you're stuck in a rut with no way out. You might also feel a deep sense of worthlessness, as if you don't matter, or as if your life doesn't have any value. It's important to understand that these feelings are not a sign of weakness or a character flaw. They're symptoms of a possible mental health condition. These feelings can be overwhelming, but help is available. Our penultimate sign is thoughts of death or suicide. This is a severe indication of deteriorating mental health. It's crucial to understand that these thoughts aren't just a casual, passing contemplation. Instead, they often manifest as a persistent, intrusive idea that life isn't worth living or that death would be a relief from the pain and suffering. Sometimes these thoughts can even evolve into plans or attempts at ending one's own life. It's a desperate cry for help, a way of communicating the unbearable emotional pain that the person is experiencing. This is not a sign to be taken lightly or dismissed. It's a clear, urgent call for professional help. Mental health professionals can provide the necessary support and treatment to navigate through this darkness. Remember, there's always help available, and there's always hope. If you or someone you know is experiencing these thoughts, seek help immediately. Finally, we have physical symptoms. Mental health isn't just about how you feel emotionally, it can also impact how you feel physically. It's not uncommon for those struggling with mental health to experience physical discomfort. This could range from persistent headaches to stomach pain that just doesn't seem to go away. It's like a domino effect. Your mind is distressed, and it sends signals to your body, resulting in physical ailments. This is your body's way of saying, hey, something isn't right here. In some cases, these symptoms could be a side effect of medications or a sign of a physical illness. But if you've ruled out these possibilities and the symptoms persist, it might be an indication that your mental health is deteriorating. Always remember, it's essential to listen to your body. It might be trying to tell you something about your mental well-being. Mental health can impact your physical health too, so don't ignore these signs. To recap, the 10 signs of deteriorating mental health we discussed today are emotional fluctuations, sleep problems, changes in appetite and weight, difficulty concentrating, lack of motivation, social isolation, feelings of hopelessness, thoughts of death or suicide, self-harm, and physical symptoms. All these signs can indicate that your mental health may be taking a downturn, and it's crucial to take note of them. As we've seen, mental health is an integral part of our overall wellness, influencing how we feel and function in every aspect of our lives. It's essential to pay attention to these signs, as recognizing them is the first step towards improving one's mental well-being. If you find yourself experiencing any of these signs, it's essential not to ignore them. Don't hesitate to seek help, whether it's from a trusted friend, family member, or a mental health professional. Remember, there's no shame in taking care of your mental health. Thank you for watching.